heartfelt hello and welcome to Vegetarian Elite. We are glad you're here to spend the day with us in London, England with international supermodel and vegan Jenny Meister. Discovered at the age of 15, Jenny began her modeling career in the world's most glitzy fashion campaigns, from Christian Dior to Dolce Gabbana to Valentino. This immediate success moved her to the major fashion capitals of Paris, London, Milan and New York, where she lives nowadays. Jenny's modeling portfolio currently spans magazine covers, runway shows and numerous print and television advertisements, while working with the industry's finest photographers and directors. Today, Jenny offers us a glimpse into life as a model and the beauty that exists beyond the image.
Hi, my name is Jenny Meister and I work as a model. As a model I get to travel a lot, from New York where I'm based to here in London today. Models lead very busy lives, but as responsible citizens we should also care about how we affect others and therefore live as eco-friendly and ethical as possible. So I chose to be a vegan. Right now I'm on my way to work and you're invited to come along with me. So come join and see you there. My typical day at a shoot is usually that I have a call time where I have to be there on time, because every hour of the shoot is so structured through and thought through by them. Makeup is always done first, which sometimes takes an hour, sometimes two, it depends on what they have to do. Alright, here we are. This is the Royal Albert Bridge, which is actually the backdrop for the shoot, which is going to be just there. And the producer basically wants to use these lights, which are the prettiest, I think, in the whole city, as the backlight. And they look great because the shoot and the main goal of the shoot is to have city lights, city girl, partying, having a good time and have fun. All right, work time. It's going to get really busy. Well, everything usually has to happen very quickly because they are on such a time frame and time is money. So it depends on where you shoot as well. If you shoot indoors, it's usually easier because you have one set light and you don't have the weather conditions, which is always a problem when you're outside because you can be in a very sunny place and the day you shoot is raining. So you always try and find a solution for everything, and sometimes, especially outside, you have the problem with the light. So the sunlight is changing, but it's fun at the same time because it's such a rush and you know, everyone knows what they're doing and you just hurry to get your way through, and for me it's fun. Usually when I get my makeup done for a job, they use the makeup that they have on set. But for me personally as a vegan, I always prefer the animal cruelty-free makeups. I've actually noticed a trend with makeup artists that they prefer the animal cruelty-free products because they just found that it's better for your skin as well. Usually when you get to work in the morning, the director or producer will tell you what they have in mind, and they'll probably show you a mock shot or roughly tell you the idea of what they thought the shoot would be like. And then you put in your own creativity. Once you sit in hair and makeup, and the wardrobe always helps, you're in the character and you're in the creative process and you understand what they're trying to do. And it really makes a difference between a really good model and a top model because you're in the scene and you add to it. So you try and make it as easy as possible for them because they have this thing in mind and you just want to add to it because you make it alive. For me, modeling is a really fun job because you're so in the creative process with so many incredibly creative people and you're one part of them. And for me, that's just such a great thing to do in life where you can be really expressive in your being and add to a certain creative process, and just see yourself in that and become very, very confident. It's an incredible freedom and fun at the same time. You go through different characters, and it's just a nice way to explore yourself and see all these different sides in you. And you play it for one day, so it's like playing dress up every day. I started modeling when I was 15. It was completely out of the blue. I never thought I'd be a model. And it has changed my life so much in the sense that everything I ever dreamt of doing has come true to that. I always loved traveling. I loved meeting different people. I just loved hearing people's life stories and learning from their experiences. And so for me, modeling was fantastic because I'd always go on these trips, and I'd go and move to London and Paris and New York and just be with these people from all over the world. And it was such a great thing for me to show, you know, we can be from anywhere and all get on. There's no reason for war or fight. People always think that this job is really glamorous, but believe me, there's hard work to this job. You need a lot of stamina, you need a lot of self-confidence, you need to just keep your vibes up the whole time and stay as positive as you can, because the pressure gets so big sometimes that it hovers on you. So you just need to try and keep as happy as possible at all times. I mean, being a vegan helps me so much because I can keep up my energy level at all times, and sometimes a shoot can be really, really long. So, you know, you just want to make sure that you're fit and you're with it, and rather than a lot of the people who actually eat meat as well, they always go for vegetarian options at lunch, just because it keeps you fresher. And so it's incredibly helpful to be healthy in your diet as you do this job, just because it requires a lot. Breakfast is very important to me because it sets me up for the day. And because it's vegan, it's generally very healthy. I mean, look at what we've got here. We have granola with fresh fruits, we have soy yogurt, we have soy milk, we have orange juice. I often eat some toast with vegan butter and jam. And sometimes if I'm really hungry, you can even make vegan sausages with vegan bacon and scrambled tofu, and it's amazing. It tastes so yummy. One thing I really like about my job is the traveling. Usually when I travel, I don't get to stay that long, so I don't really need to take much. Sometimes I go to places where it's really, really warm, and then the next day I go somewhere where it's freezing cold. That's why I learned to pack more and more lightly with the more I travel. I mean, in a few hours I'll be on a plane to New York. Oh, that's my taxi.
When we return to Vegetarian Elite after this brief message, we'll learn more about Jenny's prestigious modelling campaigns and what helps her stay balanced in the high-paced fashion industry.